Wilson Fisk just blew up an entire ship, the Northern Star, filled with crew members and evidence, just to stop the governor of New York from looking into his books. He isn't just playing politics anymore. He is erasing people from the board. While Matt Murdock is busy arguing about the morality of working with Frank Castle, the Punisher, the Kingpin is literally burning the evidence and the witnesses along with it. This is the moment Daredevil, Born Again, stops being a legal drama and turns into a full-scale war for the soul of New York City. Before we begin, this video contains major spoilers for Daredevil. Born Again Season 2, Episode 3, titled The Scales and the Sword. I'm Review, and today we are breaking down an episode that finally brings the tension between the courtroom and the shadows to a boiling point. We have Jack Duquesne, the swordsman, caught in a rigged legal system, Karen Page taking prisoners in secret basements, and a corrupt Mayor Fisk who is using the Safer Streets initiative as a weapon of mass seizure. But the real question hanging over this entire episode isn't about the law. It's about how far Matt Murdock is willing to let Karen go to win. By the end of this breakdown, you'll see why one specific choice by Karen Page might have just changed the dynamic of this trio forever. The episode opens with Kirsten, played by Nikki M. James, confronting Dr. Heather Glenn about a report involving Jack Duquesne. If you remember Hawkeye, you know Duquesne as the swordsman, but here, he is a victim of Wilson Fisk's Safer Streets initiative. Duquesne tells Kirsten the truth. Mayor Fisk had him arrested simply because he refused to sell his business. Under this new initiative, Fisk labeled him a vigilante and seized all his assets. Kirsten is forced to defend him with almost zero preparation time, leading to a sham trial where 3 judges convict the swordsman without a single shred of physical evidence. As Jack puts it, he knew exactly what was coming. Faith's ugly hand. Governor McCaffrey versus Mayor Fisk. While Matt Murdock handles the street level, the political ceiling is cracking. Marge McCaffrey, the governor of New York played by Lily Taylor, is finally onto Wilson Fisk. She points out that the Safer Streets initiative allows Fisk to operate without any oversight because he is funding it privately. The governor notes that Fisk has a massive financial stake in the port of Red Hook, which is incredibly valuable. Fisk claims all his businesses, and those of Vanessa Fisk, are in a legal trust. However, Karen Page finds the silver bullet, the 1855 port of Red Hook Charter, which proves only the governor has the power to revoke a free port status. This is the leverage they've been looking for. The morality gap. This leads to a massive ideological clash between Matt Murdock and Karen Page. Matt believes Kingpin is using the port to hide weapons, but Karen wants to take a much darker route to stop him. She suggests they find and bring in Frank Castle, also known as the Punisher. Matt is visibly shocked. To Matt, there is a clear line. He breaks bones, but the Punisher murders. Karen seems to be losing patience with Matt's moral high ground, especially considering the stakes. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the darker side of Hell's Kitchen, hit that subscribe button. We track every move Wilson Fisk makes on Review. The Fixer and the Secret Identity. Enter Buck Cashman, Mayor Fisk's fixer. He's described as a Josh Lyman type if this were the West Wing, but with the lethality of Silvio Dante from The Sopranos. Buck is currently pressuring Daniel Blake, played by Michael Gandolfini, to unmask the person behind the At City Without Fear videos. Daniel is a master of opposition research, but he's stalling. It appears Daniel's suspects BB Urich is behind the account and is actively protecting them. In a weirdly ominous twist, Vanessa Fisk sets up Dr. Heather Glenn on a date with Buck Cashman, creating a romantic pairing that feels more like a death sentence. The Basement Prisoner. The most un-Karen moment happens when Karen Page reveals to Matt that she has abducted a police officer and is keeping him prisoner. She claims the officer actually wants to help them. Matt, using his heightened hearing to monitor the man's pulse, confirms the officer is telling the truth. To protect the officer's cover and make the AVTF, the Anti-Vigilante Task Force, believe he isn't a traitor, Matt punches him in the face. It's a brutal, pragmatic move that shows Matt is starting to play by Karen's new, more desperate rules. The raid and the explosion. The climax of the episode gives us one of the best action sequences in the history of the Daredevil franchise. Kirsten provides Matt with the layout of the AVTF jail. Daredevil breaks in and frees the prisoners, including the swordsman and a Greek restaurateur. During the chaos, Karen finds Angela hiding and wearing her uncle's vigilante gear, having stolen AVTF communications equipment. But the victory is short-lived. To erase the evidence the governor was looking for, Fisk has Powell keep the crew on the Northern Star and then blows the entire ship up. Witnesses, cargo, and the truth all go up in flames. The scales and the sword proves that Wilson Fisk is always playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. He sacrificed a ship and a crew just to reset the board. We are seeing a much more ruthless Karen Page, a Matt Murdock pushed to his absolute limit, and the looming shadow of the Punisher returning to the fray. Fisk thinks he has destroyed the evidence, but he's actually just given Matt and Karen a reason to stop holding back. My question for you, is Karen Page right? Is it time for Matt to stop breaking bones and let the Punisher finish this? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this breakdown on Review. If you want more updates on Daredevil, Born Again, and the future of the MCU, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.